Katie Garner is in the Steer Clear Team Traffic Center with a look.
Yeah, you know what? The roads are wet, and take a look at this behind me. This is 71 and Frank Road. It is really coming down hard out there, and I can tell you that. Oh God! Oh my God!
Now, before you're wondering what in the world just happened, Katie volunteered this week to be part of a self-defense segment. We didn't tell you when it might happen or how you would have to defend yourself, did we?
I thought that was Dana.
That was the time.
I'm curious.
So coming up at 9 o'clock, we're going to go into this more. Brian, thank you so much. Our self-defense expert is here. And how much
Hey, you're alive.
did that surprise you, Katie?
Oh, I don't want to say it on air.
Right, exactly. And we're going to go over this in the 9 at 9:30, in fact, to show you you're a good trooper. You knew this was coming, but you didn't know when or how, correct?
Right, or live.
Or live. And we're going to go over that because it's a very serious topic.
Yeah.
You never know when you can be vulnerable.
You really don't. That's true.
So have your women and your children watch this because it's important. When we come back at 9:30, we're going to have actual, real, detailed steps on how you could defend yourself in a situation.
Okay. Well, clearly I didn't. So.
You are a trooper, for sure.
I'm like shocked.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm a little shocked too. I did not see
I'm
that
surprised
coming
you
either.
didn't cry, Katie. I would have cried if that was me.
Well.
Are you scared?
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, I'm going to be honest. I told Sean this. I actually had an incident a couple years ago where I was almost abducted. So that was scary, but it was kind of just brought that back. So I'm a little shocked.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. That's
Okay.
intense.
So we're doing this for a good reason. I mean, we have had stories the past week and then the past couple months about women being attacked in parks, local parks. And so this is something that will help all of us. And Katie, wow, I knew this was coming. I didn't know when, and
I didn't know this was coming at all, so this was
That's very,
quite a
very
surprise.
scary. All right,
Wow.
thanks, Katie, for taking one for the team so we can show people how to protect themselves. So coming up at 9, make sure you watch. Okay, so coming up at 9, really important. You just saw Katie get taken down by someone, and it was all planned.
It was planned. She had volunteered. Now, she just didn't know when.
She didn't know when it was going to happen.
So that was the unsuspecting nature of it. But it's all for a very important reason. And the recent attack at Sharon Woods on a jogger, and you're seeing it right there. At any given moment, if you are not prepared to fight back, you could be caught off guard. And we're going to teach you 3 simple steps today that should save your life.
Yeah, it's really, really important.
Hard out there, and I can tell you that. Oh God! Oh my God!
Wow. Now, we showed you this sneak attack on Katie as it happened live about 45 minutes ago right here on Good Day Columbus. And we did this for a really important reason.
We wanted to show you how quickly an attack can happen on anyone, anywhere, at any time, even right here where she was surrounded by people. There's also a real-life example from this week. A woman was attacked on a park trail near Sharon Woods Metro Park on Monday. Now, luckily, she was able to break away from her attacker. She bit him, and she was able to call for help, and she also ran away.
Now, with the weather getting warmer, of course, more and more people will be out going to parks and other places, and we want you to keep safe. So with us, Dr. Brian Schutz is here, and he is going to show us a few moves that everyone needs to know. Dr. Brian, first of all, thank you.
Hi.
You know what? And I do need to say that you volunteered to help us with this,
I did. Yeah.
but I think it impacted all of us so much when it actually happened.
I didn't know. I kind of forgot. Like, I volunteered, and then I forgot it was going to happen. And then you see this person in black walking. I thought it was Dana Turtle, and it wasn't.
Yeah, out of the corner of your eye you saw, but you weren't
It was
alarmed.
scary. I wasn't
What
aware.
flashed through your mind as that was happening?
Just the fact that you would think when you get attacked. I mean, I have a lot of mace and stuff. You would think that you could defend yourself. I'm a big talker, but then when he did this, even in front of everyone, I thought, I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. I didn't feel prepared at all.
Right.
Wow.
No, not at all. It was scary.
We want to fix that today.
Yes.
Brian is going to help fix that. Thank you, by the way, for volunteering.
You're welcome.
I know that was
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm glad to do it.
fairly
It's good to
traumatic,
know.
actually. So,
yeah.
all right, thank you. Brian, you brute.
I tried to go easy on her.
What
you
should she
surprised?
have done?
Well, I was surprised at her reaction because she kept on going when I went to attack. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people just keep doing what they're doing when danger's around them, and they don't speak up. You know, they won't stop, scream, that kind of thing. That's the most important thing, is to recognize when there's a threat and then to actually verbalize. Your voice is your most important weapon.
I see.
So when she didn't do that, it's normal not to do it. It's normal to do exactly what she did. It's normal reaction, but it is very dangerous. So when I came up behind her and went behind her with my hand, and we talked about this, but I went ahead and the attacker will try to remove her voice because he takes away that weapon of her voice. So at that point, they're going to try to pour her to the ground.
I see.
And this kind of person does,
did.
yeah, and this kind of person, they're not after your money, they're after your life.
Okay.
So it's very important to take this very seriously.
Can you take us through like 3 potential attacks?
Yeah, so the one we did here is we grabbed by the mouth, and now what I told her to do, and this is very important, you want to remove this hand so you can use your voice. So if she is a little person, grabs one finger on this hand, no matter how big and strong I am, she can tear that finger and break it. So if she were to grab the finger and turn and pull that finger, now she has her voice.
Yeah.
And then after she breaks this finger, she can keep turning and she can step on the instep of my foot with her heel.
But like really hard. And
Right on the
then,
instep.
Yeah.
And then she can actually attack me, attack the groin, attack the eyes,
and
that
run,
kind of thing.
and just
run.
get the
Because
heck
you're
out
in
of
enough
it.
pain now that she's somewhat incapacitated you.
Yes. If you break somebody's finger, they're going to be incapacitated. So that's a great way to thwart that kind of attack. And many attacks, as a matter of fact, the majority of attacks happen to somebody you know. So if they come up and they're going to get in that space, because if somebody you don't know comes, a lot of times you'll react, or there'll be people around that can't do anything. But if it's in a close situation, someone you know, and they go to put that hand on your face, you have now a weapon you can use to get rid of it.
Let's do another scenario. I'm on the path and I'm running towards you and I'm coming right at you. So at that point, what do you do? So
now-
if she's jogging toward
so I'm
you.
jogging,
A lot of people, if they're out and they'll either want your money or your life.
Okay.
So they're going to ask for money possibly. If they ask for your money, unless you carry more money in your pocket than your life is worth, you simply give them the money.
Sure. Okay.
And that's a big lesson to learn. So if somebody, give me your money.
Yeah.
I do what's called the money drop. And you just take your money and you just drop it on the ground. Don't hand it to them. Drop it on the ground and then run, because they're going to go after that, not you.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Good to
But
know.
keep running. Don't wait
Keep
to see
running,
what they
get
do.
away.
Just go.
Yeah, get away. And because that's what they want. You give them what they want and they're going to go on their way.
What if in a situation like that, though, they're not after the money?
Right. If somebody comes and they actually are coming down a trail and they get in front of you, try to stop you, then you have to use your weapons, which are number 1, your voice. Number 2, you have your teeth. You have your fists, you have your fingers, you have your knees, and you have your feet.
Okay.
So you want to be able to take care of that situation with any number of those things. So if they are inside your space, and that's a good point, because they'll be jogging down the trail, maybe they'll jump out from the bush, maybe they're jogging on the trail, they look like another jogger.
Yeah.
And they can actually step in front of you. So they step in front of you, and you want to use maybe what's called a palm strike is a good one to use. So yeah, you're going to strike upward, because you're maybe shorter than the attacker. You're going to strike upward into the nose area with the palm of your hand.
So like
she would
this,
strike like
and then
that.
claw his eyes.
Yeah, and then you would take the
Really?
fingers, extend, and then rake the eyes.
Wow.
That was a fun little move to learn.
Yeah. So we kind of went over that. It's a very important one to know, because if you hit somebody like me in the face, it's not going to stop me.
But,
But if you then stun them and you can create more damage and get away, then it's going to work.
How do you make that rote? How do you make that where it's an automatic behavior that you don't have to think about? Because if you have to think about it, you're not going to do it.
Right, and we can't take somebody and make them a black belt overnight. But if we teach very simple, basic steps where your adrenaline is high and you're able to go ahead and use these simple strikes, like the palm strike, I want to teach one more, which is a knee. Okay, if somebody grabs you by the throat, if you'll be able to throw a knee, throw a kick, or a palm strike, you'll be able to maybe hit them in the ears, bite. You can do these
fight
things.
back.
And if you just put in your mind that, these are there and you can practice at home, not on other people. Not on your friends, you won't have any friends, but practice, you can practice on a pillow, practice on a bed, whatever you need to do to get that, or take classes. And we offer a free class.
You do.
But we also,
Yes, you offer a free class, though.
and we can get more information online, and they can look there and they can get to a free class.
We'll put a link on our website.
We want to get you
That
hooked
was
up.
so educational. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you
And
so
Katie,
much.
thank you
Yeah,
for being willing to volunteer for that. Wow. It was, I think it brought us all to this reality.
We're all a
I'm
little
still a
weirded
little
out by it.
shaken.
MyFox28Columbus.com. We'll get you hooked up with Brian.